We have decided that we are going to make a significant change in what we are doing. Hello everybody, it's Randy from Jacob's Triangle. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. Right down below, you can either click on my face down here in the corner, or down below that, you can click on the red subscribe button. Now, let's talk about what this video is about today. We have decided that we are going to make a significant change in what we are doing. So right now, if you've been with the channel for a while, you know that we have 3 acres here. We're building a house. And we're not living on the property. We're renting a duplex that's essentially across the street from the property. That is what we're going to change. We have bought, what I'm sitting in now, we bought a trailer. And what we're going to do is we're going to move into this trailer. We're going to move out of our 1,000 square foot duplex into, I think it's probably about a 300 square foot travel trailer. It is a 2-bedroom. The reason that we are doing this is because of the hassle that it is in trying to gather things up, to load up into the truck from the house, drive over here to do work on the house, building our house, and then when we're done, we have to pack everything back into the truck and go back to the duplex at the end of the day. Plus, if we want to have lunch during the day, we have to stop what we're doing, go back over to the duplex and have lunch over there. It sounds like it's not a big deal. To walk from the duplex over to the property is probably 4 minutes. Probably like 3 or 4 minutes. And believe it or not, driving over in the truck is roughly the same. So, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have to gather all of your stuff up, to load up into the truck, to bring it over here, and then load it back into the truck to take it back home with you at the end of the day, it adds up. And for me, doing stuff after work, it makes it more difficult. Because, by the time I'm done with work and, get everything loaded into the truck and get over here, it's not a lot of time to get work done. So the idea is having the trailer there on the property, where when I'm done working, I can just go out the door, out to the house, and I can start working. It'll take me 30 seconds to a minute to walk out there. So that's the idea, that's the plan. The other thing that is a driver for this is right now we are paying rent on the duplex. So basically we are throwing that rent money away every single month. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, and I believe that we have wasted probably about $60,000 paying rent. That's a lot of money to be just given away to somebody else. So doing this, buying the trailer and putting it on our property is going to stop that waste. We'll still be putting that money into this trailer so that it will get paid off. When the house is done, this trailer will be paid off, which is good. So that means this trailer will be completely ours. We do have some things that we need to get done to get the trailer onto the property, so it's not something that's going to happen instantly. We have water and we have sewer ready to hook up. The hookups are there. All we have to do is I have to run a water line across the property from from the water hookup to the house, and I have to dig the trench for the sewer line to go from the house to the sewer. When I do those, I'm going to put an extra drop, per se. I'm going to put a drop for basically a RV pad. So I'm going to have water and sewer for the RV, so that won't be an issue. Electricity might be a bit of an issue because PG&E here is slower than cold molasses. I put in the application for gas and electric from PG&E well over a year ago. And I was told that it would take them about 6 weeks on 6 weeks on gas and about 12 weeks on electric. We're now about a year later and we're still waiting. We just got information from them about our electric hookup about a month and a half ago. And of course, just when that hit is when all the COVID stuff hit and, everything shut down. So I'm hoping that, things are going to open up so that we can get somebody in here to dig our trench for the gas and electric. I can dig part of the trench myself, but the final part, especially on the gas, I have to get somebody that is PG&E certified because of the explosion that happened in, I think it was Fremont several years ago. My understanding is that happened because of a subcontractor was doing work and they hit the main, the great big gas line and put a small fracture in it. And over time, that small fracture continued to grow until it finally burst and exploded. So, I understand PG&E's desire to prevent something like that from happening again, but it is a pain. Trying to find somebody who is PG&E certified who will do that is a pain. So that's going to be, I think, our biggest holdup. Once we get onto the property, I really think that we're going to be able to start getting some significant progress made on the house. We've been kind of holding back now because of, well, for one thing, rain. If you've watched my videos about the insulation and the insulation getting wet, we haven't been putting anything in, any work into the house yet because that's our next step, is putting insulation in the floor. And I don't want to put insulation in the floor and have it get rained on and ruined and have to go through the whole process of taking it out and buying new insulation and putting it in again. So, and it just happens to be today it is raining again. So I'm happy that we didn't get in a big hurry over this past weekend and get insulation put in the floor, because I would be really upset to have it ruined right now. So let me take you on a quick 10-cent tour of what's going to be our new temporary home while we finish building our home. Okay, the 10-cent tour. We'll start off with our living room area, which is basically just, a little 2-seat couch. Not a big deal having just a 2-seat couch because the boys really don't spend a lot of time sitting on the couch. So they also have a couch in what is going to be their room. And our next stop is right over here. This is our dining room. It is a U-shaped diner, which I think will work out good. The boys will sit in the back because they're little. And right behind me is, try not to make you dizzy, that's our kitchen. We've got a good size refrigerator. Microwave. Microwave is actually going to be something new for us. We have been living in the duplex the past 4 years without a microwave. And we've gotten used to it. And I don't think we'll probably get a microwave in the house when we build it. But we may use that one. And then of course, we have a stove. Decent counter area in the kitchen. And a gourmet style residential faucet. And then over here is our entertainment center, which right now is the stereo. I don't know if we'll get a TV to put up there or not. We're not big TV watchers. Walking down the hallway, we come into what is going to be the boys' room. And it has a bunk on either side. And over here, and then this is also a bunk, but that folds up to be a couch. So that would be the couch that the boys would end up sitting on, spending their time in. And of course, their area back here also has a potential area for a TV, which they won't get because they'll sit here and watch TV all day and all night. We have the bathroom with the shower on that side, and of course, there's me in the mirror. The teeny tiny vanity, which is really going to be a big problem because the teeny tiny vanity that we have now is about twice that size and it's full. So I don't know what my wife is going to do with all her stuff. And of course, toilet in the corner. And something that I really like about this, that some people may not necessarily like, is that it has a door from the outside. So while we're out working on the house and we have to go to the restroom, we don't have to come all the way through the trailer. We can come directly into the bathroom. I think that's going to be a nice feature for us. And then up here in the front is the master bedroom. And, you know, we have, of course, a closet on either side of the bed, a shelf overhead, and then we have a couple of closets over there on the side. And once again, it's ready for a television here. That'll probably end up just being shelving. That is something that we're going to have to do, is come in here and figure out what we're going to do for storage space. Because living in here, we're going to need to maximize our storage as much as we possibly can. Okay, so there you go. There is our little house tour and our crazy plan to move into this. I'm sure there are some people that think it's absolutely crazy, but I know that there are some channels that I've watched that have done it and are doing it. One of the channels that I watch is the Holler Homestead. They're living in a 27-foot RV with 4 boys. And Good Simple Living just moved from Washington to their 20-acre homestead in Idaho. And they have, I want to say it's about a 27-foot or so trailer that they have in their pole barn. And they also have 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys. So it's not absolutely impossible to do it. At least we only have the 2 boys. And I think being on the property, it is going to give the boys more opportunity to get outside, especially since they're going to be in a small area. I think it's going to give them more opportunity to get outside and do stuff outside. And it's also going to give us an opportunity to start actually doing some of the homesteading stuff that I have been wanting to do. One of the things I've been wanting to do is get some chickens. And my wife keeps telling me that while we're over there across the street, we can't get chickens because we don't have a place over there to keep them. And it's not good to have them over here by themselves because we do have predators. We have dogs, we have coyotes, we have fox, we have skunk, we have raccoons. So we definitely want to have, you know, our animals close by so that we can keep an eye on them. So that's going to give us an opportunity to do that. Plus, it's going to give me an opportunity to, you know, pay attention to the garden a little bit closer. So there we go. That's our plan. It's crazy, but we're going to do it. And I'm not exactly sure. I think we're looking at probably a month and a half before we can actually do it. That's my goal. So if we could do it by the beginning of June, that would be wonderful, but I don't think it's realistic. I'm thinking that the first part of July is more realistic. So you'll want to watch that. You'll want to see how crazy things can be with 4 people living in a 300 square foot travel trailer. So I hope that you'll join me and that you'll enjoy watching us as we get into some more serious working the homestead. So until next time, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate all your support, and I'll see you next time.